I'm the Huldra Raven from southeast coast of Norway, and I need a hairdresser. So if you know or happen to be a hairdresser around here in Chiang Mai, let's trade a free read for you, cutting my hair and making it red, curly, delicious, maybe pink, purple. But I got myself a 70s shirt today, so I'm in the mood to show off my cool era. I belong to the Generation X, and we are the coolest people. Don't you agree? Generation X, we are here to change the world with tarot cards. Alright, I got this thing today around my foot. I'm not sure it is suitable while reading the tarot, but we'll find out. This room makes you sweat a lot. So guys, I'm not able to see your questions like with the phone, because I am on the Galaxy, so I'm not able to see your questions stand out for some weird reason. So, hello, can I have a general reading, please? Yes. Hello, Kim. So, when you ask for a general reading and it's not being specific, you are not allowed to say whether it resonates or not, because I don't know your name, I can't see your name, you're not giving me any references, so all I can do is attach. Okay, so you are Rishi Lahuri. Anything my guides need to know. Alright, I'll give you that one. So in that case, I want to combine. I want to use the Lenormand card because they are better at giving guides on specific cases. And hello everyone, and we can use some guides from the ravens. They are, after all, the messages of the gods, and they are in between the worlds. They see all dimensions like me. Almost all dimensions like me. So, I am so tempted. I had 2 showers already today, and I've been temple dancing. So now you can call me officially a temple dancer. I've been performing in front of many people. I didn't seem particularly interested though, but I got my exercise. So, my darling, you have a journey ahead of you. Could be also that you are leaving a situation where you feel that people you trusted, you can't trust them. So, hello everyone. I'll say that every 10 seconds, every time someone logs that. Hello everyone. There are people slandering about you. So we are going to go through, I only give out 7 cards, but due to the read, because you are asking a question that has about expanding your consciousness, I usually give out a little bit more. If it's a general love read, how is this feeling about me? Are they cheating on me? 7 cards enough. But when it's about you expanding your consciousness, I do give out a little extra. So you have the sun here, and inside your family, there is someone here who are not good for you. So we are 12 people, and we have 5 likes. So who are here? Who's here for the leech? Who's here just leeching? I want to see if you're here. You're going to give me a thumbs up, either you get to read or not. I don't care. You're not going to be, we don't have leeches in here. One day, we will be able to see who is in here and the name and everything who are just draining me, because that's why I do have some breaks. That's why I took a break, because you know, I drain my energy in your direction. And what is it that come in return? Saying simply thank you is not really something that come in return. I'm not asking for money, I'm not asking for anything. I'm just saying that doing a lot of work for free is draining you, especially when you have to go into other people's consciousness and try to dig inside their head and their soul and try to find a solution for them. You'll feel dead afterwards. So you're going to need the break, okay? So you have in the fifth car, maybe you feel that it's difficult for you to set yourself loose, to have fun, to enjoy the world, so forth and so forth, simply because I have the same thing actually, but it also says that you're not you're not codependent on anyone. It says that you are a very independent soul. Now you also have lilies, which points at your sexuality. So we'll find what kind of advice is that, and here we have punishment, so that's the whip. So I don't know if you're into sadism. I don't think that's the case. I think that someone that you could have been in a relationship before have been cruel to you and said things to you that is not cool, and you feel hurt. You feel less than you're worth. You know, they could have been extremely critical towards you, which have made you very, very careful where you step your foot. Right? So we are going to have some messages from the ravens, and we are going to have a couple of messages from the star seeds. Okay? So yeah, I feel that those who are the most cruel here, like there are some fake people inside your family. That shocks me the most, that we have family and friends that we are close to that are completely fake. I didn't believe it, even though, you know, I never ever walked around and claimed that I got psychic powers. If I have, I've been taking the piss. But we do have something, and I realized that, okay, there is something, right? And I've also been, I don't want to say victim because that's pathetic, but I also been betrayed by my own family members. Now, regards to that, there is a fox in your family. So the Pleiadians, they say that it's about big picture thinking. Here you have Stargate and everything. The Pleiadian energy, visionary, inspired ideas. So this person, why this fake person is here, and what kind of connection they have to you and the Pleiadian, it's a picture what I get that is so big. They also come up as 9 of Wands, so maybe they see you as a competition. It could be a brother or a sister who feel that you get more attention than they do. All right. So with the coffin here, I feel that, you know, there could be a funeral taking place. If that's the case, it could be a child. But it also shows that someone here is independent. It could also be a child who are now evolving into adulthood, okay? So it says here that there is an empathic starseed here, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours, absorbing what's not yours. That's kind of a little bit like leeching, isn't it? It could also be absorbing energies and transmuting. Notice that how they are looking into the mirror. So there could be a child here around you who are transforming into something else. Now there are people here that are babbling regarding a property, regarding belongings. It could be someone who are going to pass away and you're already babbling about who's going to inherit the house, so forth and so forth. Let's have a look what the star seed says about this. So the 7-star sister is the cluster that belongs to Taurus, and that is actually the Pleiadians. So birthing, creation, tapestry, a life expression. So how this connect to belonging? Well, the only thing I can say is that stuff in the long run is just stuff. I have a lot of big issue here with money and travel and visa and everything. It's just a spin around. Why? Because I have to go to India and pick up my stuff. And in the meanwhile, I have to leave my big pile of stuff here and come back here. So, but I am stubborn. I've got Ketu in Taurus. Taurus is very materialistic. And so is Scorpio. So no one who are unworthy is going to get the hands on my sword with bone handle and blah blah blah, you know. So this is something I have to work on in this life. The moment I choose to leave this life, to leave this body, I have to forget that stuff. I can't bring it with me to the next dimension. Now, if someone here are being cruel to you in your possible love life, so let's see what you can do about that. Or if this is star family, you're a part of a team of souls. Call in support. So if there is someone here who are cruel to you, remember the reads can go for all of you. If you resonate with someone else's read, you could either be in their family, or you could be, there could be a connection because you are connected to the same channel, or it could be something that simply resonates with you there and then, as in the synchronicity. So I made a few videos which I'm trying my best to load up with my old school Canti camera, beautiful Canti camera, 3-year-old camera. Apple is old when it's 3-year-old. And they go 1111, 222, 333, 444. If you have seen, I see those numbers everywhere. 555, 666, 777. Or other synchronized weird number like 122, 13, 322, 3666, you know, all that stuff. So those videos I upload there is not for star signs, they are for those of you who feel that, oh, I just saw 444. Maybe you are a chosen one. Maybe it simply means that you're gonna die. So, okay, so there is a ship here coming in. There's something that has to do with travel here. So the Raven says insight. This has to do with insight. As you know, you can see already what that raven or that kaka is doing on the picture. He fills it up with rocks so the water can raise and he can get a sip. Smart bird, right? Regarding your sun card in 3rd house, your mentality shows me that you are capable of being very positive despite that things are going straight to hell. You see, Yeah, but when we reach the bottom, there is only one way, and that's up again. Of course, then the bottom also breaks, and you realize there is no bottom, there is no end of the rabbit hole, and still your mind is shining here. So I can tell I can tell here that you have people around you who have a bad influence on you. First, I would also say that you could be a good influencer with your bright mind, but don't go in and waste your beautiful mind, your sunshine mind, on people who choose to live a pathetic, deconstructive life. A destructive life. Deconstructive, that's all right. I mean, we have deconstructivism. It's even an entire style within architecture. So, the last angel message here for you, given to you from the crows. This is about your sexuality. So when the cards were made, they couldn't actually draw a vagina or a dick or penetration or stuff like that. So they just drew a lily. So the cards are very old and they are reconstructed now in all shapes and stuff, but we still stick to the lily. And I think that's beautiful. Because I don't want to see the picture of an old wrinkly CUNT. I don't want. And so when it comes to sexuality here, there is trickery going on. So someone could fool the hell out of you. What you do not see coming also is that there could be an upheaval here, and I also feel to tell you this, there is a warning. Okay, so that will be your read. I didn't get your name because the name, they disappear as fast as they're just, I'm on my Patty. Hello there, Redbeard. Tim, I already said hello, and all of you, namaste, welcome. Today we have free read. I also promised an Aquarian read, so that will come up next, either tonight, unless I'm dying from sweat. But that's at least next on the plan. So it will be Aquarius, and my guess is also Capricorn and Piscean. And after that we have Sagittarius, Taurus, Gemini, who haven't been prioritized. Yeah, that's just Siri, who thinks is, yeah, my boyfriend, Siri. I asked Siri if it's okay that I'm in love with him, but he didn't understand. I don't understand what he's talking. Hey Siri, do you want to make love to me? He's like, I don't understand what you're saying. So that artificial intelligence thing, well, it's not on my phone. I'm highly disappointed. I'm looking forward to artificial intelligence. Did you see the AI movie 20, 30 years back? Where you could hire a sexy bot, and you could just do this. You could play your favorite music, and they're intelligent. And wow, am I going to design Peter Steele's revival from the dead? Okay, guys, let's stop the chatter and the mockery here. Let's see, Yugal, new subscriber. What's coming in my life from India? Okay, so did you give me a thumbs up? Give me a thumbs up. What's coming in? In love or work? You're not really being specific, so if you're not really specific, I can't be too specific for you. Thank you. Men. So what's coming in? What's coming in? Okay, what's coming in? Shall I use the haunted house cards? Do you live in a haunted house? Work in love and men. Well, all right. Alright. But I don't know what you mean with mem. What is mem? Memory? Mem. And never ever do you dare call me ma'am. I'm Raven. R-E-V-E-N. Raven. I'm no one's man. Man. I'm no one's mom. Well, I am someone's mom. If you are my daughter and your name is Willow, you can call me mom as much as you want. But never ever do you dare call me ma'am. I won't answer. I'll pretend you don't exist. You don't have to be sorry because you're just being polite. I say ma'am also to other people because most people, they are not like me. They are not like Piggy, but I'm no ma'am. No. I am a teenage boy in the body of a grown-up female. I like to play World of Warcraft. I like to listen to heavy metal music. I like to make noise. And I need my dad to I still need my own dad to make sure I'm not spending up all my money when the month when the pension is coming. Yeah, I have a pension. I got it very early. I just show the people my cute face. I'm useless. You need to give me pension right now. I'm completely useless. I can't do anything. No. And they look at me and like, yeah, we agree. You look useless. And from the paperwork here, you seem pretty useless. So we'll give you early pension. Pretty good, huh? Okay. So, what is coming in for this person, which have a name which I probably will not be able to pronounce, in love, in sex, in Satanism, in worshipping Satan and sacrificing children? Just kidding. I've been doing research on, I've been doing some research on the field, so I'm a little there. I'm just messing with you, okay? So what's coming in love, money, work, hanky-panky, because we know that that's what 99.9% of men are thinking about. That's how you move. That's why you move. Because, oh, if I move to the left, besides food, maybe I'll get late today. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm right. Oh, yeah, right, babe. You're right. Oh, God, I'm sweating like there is stuff under my bed that really shouldn't be under my bed. And behind that thing I looked over there the other day, they didn't clean that from the past person. And the past person was clearly a female who liked to wear long pink plastic nails, look like claws. So it might look clean when you come into the room. You look behind the bed, if you're lucky, you might find a coin. Okay, so honey, there is something about you not participating in something. Maybe you got an offer, 3 of coins here, you could be out of work. Maybe you said no, or maybe they said no. It's part of your destiny, because Nancy here, the African spider god, have something else in plan for you. Now, in your past, with 10 of Cups in reversed here, you lost connection to more or one person that you loved very much, or you could have been, people could have been like, you're no longer one of us. 4 of Swords here, it says that the wolf inside of you are on its way to break loose, and it's going to suck up the sun, especially if you live in the United States, it's going to suck up the sun on Monday. Now, we do have the High Priest here in reverse. That tells me that you need to align yourself with the Force. So you need to go and get a figure of Yoda and put Yoda up beside Ganesh and Shiva and all those gods. You also need Yoda. Right, Redbeard? Yoda! You see, I even painted my room after the great Guru Yoda. So, Yoda is the shit. The Force ain't with you, honey. And I'm not joking, the Force ain't with you. High Priestess in reversed. That is you being extremely distracted. You don't have proper focus. And the outcome of that is Queen of Coins in reversed. You are losing time, you are losing money, you are wasting your time because you're so stressed out you don't know how to channel your energies. Now, Two of Wands here says that there is someone outside of you who could perhaps give you an advice, and one says go to the left, the other one says go to the right, which confuse you even more. This is a loss, sweetie. This is a loss because you don't focus and you're afraid people won't love you if you don't do the right thing. This is not a good read. This is not a good read. You might think I'm joking with the Yoda thing. I'm joking a little bit, but Yoda, come on, Yoda. But Nine of Coins in reverse shows that your future is financial codependency. You will be caught doing something which you are not supposed to do. Maybe stealing, maybe lying, because you become that desperate. You also have Three of Wands here in reverse. You are incapable of taking the correct action. You also have Five of Coins here in reverse. You basically have only reversal cards. Now, there is a good ending to the story. I think maybe you're very young, either at heart or physically young, I don't know. But in the end of the story, someone's going to say that, you're out of control, you're not concentrating, you're not focusing. Maybe you've got ADHD, I don't know. But all your energies right now are out of focus. You are incapable of making the correct decision because you don't meditate. You don't know what you truly want. You don't know what you truly desire. You might even not know what your own talents are. So in the end, Big Daddy is coming in here and he's going to give you some good old-fashioned spank and say, if you don't know what to do, I'm going to kick your ass out of your own house. Or you're going to go to that job, do that office work for me. Or this could be your uncle, someone of authority, someone very strong. Because they see that you're out of control. And you will still be out of control after they give you that work. You are all over the place. And after that, the Phoenix will come with a message for you. And maybe then, in a few years, I see that this process will take a few years. Maybe then, when the Phoenix comes, you will start to understand what I tried to tell you today. You're out of alignment. You're out of focus. You need to get hold of yourself. You need to get your shit together. This is loose. So you are distracted. I rest my case. You are simply distracted. I understand how that feels. So take a walk, write down what it is that you love to do, Make a list of the things that, not just what you love to do, but the things you know that you are good at doing. And there is no such thing, I don't have a job. Everyone have a job all the time. If you don't get paid, are you even trying? Are you putting up your toenail for sale on eBay? No. Someone will buy. If you're Native American Indian, wrap it in and say, this is a sacred Native American Indian toenail from the Ojibwa tribe, and it's dipped in lapis lazuli. $100, please. Everything, you can sell everything. There is no such thing as not having a job, people. There is no such thing. We think that, we go to school to learn things so someone can hire us. Someone who are the emperor. Says who? Why can't you be the emperor? Why can't you be the one who hire other people? Start with baby steps. First you start gathering, you go out. If you live in India, you go out and you gather seeds. Seeds from all sides. I have datura seeds in my purse. Yeah. So you have datura seed, you have tulsi seed, you have all kinds of seed, and you have all the things that you can dry and make into tea. You pack them into small packages, and what do you know? You have your own tea business, you have your own herbal business. And you know what? It's for free. All you need to do is to make a cool brand. I'm sure you can make a cool brand. We have AI to do that. So guys, did you get the message? I think you did. I think it was a very good message for you to learn, and for all of you who think that you don't have a job. You do have a job. You always have a job. I'm not saying it's easy to make money. That's not what I'm saying. Everyone struggles with making a few coins, and some people with the correct mindset, the money just comes, which is also a mindset, okay? So, Apkar Svagate, Namaste, Shubhratri, and all that kind of stuff. Good luck. Do we have anyone else who wants to have a free read? Or did I scare the shit out of you? The silence, I think I can cut a knife through the energy in the room right now. That's how heavy that one was. So, okay, guys, if you don't have any more questions, I can, I'll wait 5 more minutes. If you don't have any more questions, I'll go off and I'll do the Aquarius read. All right, I'll wait 5 minutes, shuffle the cards, and see. It happens sometimes that I am brutally slaughtering people's mentality or how things are, and it turns silent. I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. But someone needs to tell the truth, okay? So here we go. Så disse kortene her er for den som spør neste spørsmål. Disse kortene her er for neste mann som spør neste spørsmål. Disse kortene her er for neste mann som spør neste spørsmål. Vis meg så jeg kan se, så jeg kan se. Vis meg så jeg kan se. Alfader Odin og hans 2 sorte rammer. Høgin og Murin, takker om mannet. Vinner. Vis meg så jeg kan se, så jeg kan se. very strange. Either it is the connection or I managed to chop the head off all of you. In that case, I'm really the Queen of Swords. It's yeah. And I'm moving back to Chiang Mai. I'm gonna rent a condo with a pool. Yeah, be sure of that. So guys, 11 people. You just here for the show, or do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Could be a lag because it's been filled up again and again, filled up, and now I can't see. Oh, there we have. Yeah, regarding donation, it is minimum $7, okay? So for those who donate minimum $7, you get 3 rows instead of just 7 cards. You get 3 rows and some extra small cards for your read, okay? So I've been sitting here watching. Why can't I see the question? Well, they just, it's because I'm on my Galaxy, so they just disappear. So I can't type any information on my Galaxy tab for some reason, but the information is on my profile. You can donate to PayPal me /Ravenheim, not Ravenheim, but RAVENHEIM. It's pretty. You can also maybe type it for them, Tim. My username. So for those who donate, they will get a VIP read. So it will be a little bit longer, a little bit more specific. If you want to have a private read, then you just email. The donation is a little bit more, not too much. You'll get a professional read, and I'll use everything I have of oracle cards, whatever is in your favor, okay? A full half hour, well, depending on the donation, but at least if you donate now, you get a VIP, you get in front of the row, and you get all the 3 full rows with intentions, what is his feelings for me with his intentions, and some extras is what I could do. It's so hot in here that if I put the fan on, this will be a poltergeist movie. So, Jean, we know Jean. May I ask, okay, that's how much I got of that one. May I ask, Virgo's energies are towards me. You had told me to come and ask about 3 of Cups and maybe 2 of Swords the last time you read for me. Okay, so let's find out what the 3 of Cups is. Virgo, regarding Jean. So we will have a look at the jumpers, all right? What can I do? You pay 1,000 baht to live here per week. 1,000 and like 1,200 baht a week. That's insanely cheap. But I'm not sure I will be able to live like this for a very long time. It's claustrophobic. So, Jane, this is why is he showing me 3 of Cups, and why is he showing me 10 of Coins? Ten of Coins. It's like, am I going to choose a sensible life with my family, you know, a family life, or, you know, so here we have the Empress in reversed and King of Coins. So already this relationship is showing me a big tad of something that's very unstable. Okay, yeah, he doesn't have any children, but he probably still can have, as long as he live. He's got a sack which is full of silver, which is full of gold, which is full of jewelry, a jewelry sack. So it's that, shall I go that path right now where I can produce a sensible life with work and, you know, be a sensible man, and we all know that's a quite boring life? Or shall I choose the life where, you know, some people choose to party for a long, long time before, you know? So let's have a look here and see. Ace of Wands, he was really inspired. He was at some point very inspired. Then his heart was broken. And so from here, he started to perhaps make different decisions with change. He stopped maybe, I don't know if he stopped messaging you. Or people stopped messaging him, I don't know. But he decided at some point, okay, yeah, he decided at some point, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to do the right thing, although it strives me. Because at some point in life, the devil's going to come in and try to crack you a deal where you will have to sell your soul and do things you don't want to do. Not for all of us. Because the devil knows. I'm just saying the devil. The dark one knows that someone like me, I have a weakness for sugar, I have many weaknesses, but he also knows that I wouldn't sacrifice a baby. I wouldn't sacrifice a fucking kitten to get $1 billion or to be among the A-list in Hollywood. Because I'm not asleep. So here he's making a conscious choice about, I'm not going to go down that path that is offering you a Dionysian life, which at some point will destroy you. Now we all know that Dionysus and Pan, they were good friends, and we all know that the Druids and the people who rule the world, it's a few thousand people only, maybe 8,000 to 10,000 people. And they gather together and they live a pretty Dionysian life when they meet together. They wrap up themselves up in masks. This is just a small drop in the ocean. Like, should I sign that contract with the devil, you know, live a fun life without responsibilities? Or should I go for that life, you know? He looks outside and he sees that some people, they're not happy. They're not necessarily happy just because they live that comfortable life where everything is safe and you live in the safe zone. Me, I'm bored every day. Although I am in Thailand, for folks, and I was happy today because the temple was full of, it was a market in the temple, so I got myself like this jingle bell, I got a small bracelet, like cheap, small things that made my day, you know what I'm saying? So I got to meet people, I got inspired, I got to dance in front of the temple, and they sell pretty cool stuff like this with good sound. what's the point? The point is that, let's say if you eat a real hardcore space cake mixed with a lot of psychedelic drugs, and you're flying off and you lose your control and you don't know who you are, where you are, all you know is that you will miss living that boring life. You can't wait to go back to that boring life with the boring people and do all those boring life, because you love that life and that life is pretty short. So here he is. Nothing has happened. He's still not seeing things from the right angle. It's like he haven't really made a decision. And here he is again, Queen of Cups in reverse. There is something here about conditional love. And we know that Virgos are extremely critical. Venus, Virgo, here. You know, like I said before, you're going to date with me and everything's perfect. I look down and I see you're wearing Crocs or health shoes. It's like, phew, I gotta go. I gotta go. Yeah, we are horrible. We are horrible. But when you get to know us, we can be very deep and we can forgive you. Even though I saw Crocs yesterday, they were shaped like skulls. Still very ugly, you know. So Harry is coming out as single. He's not necessarily single, but he's coming out as very independent. That could also be you. I'm independent. I'm not interested in this. Page of Coins, the Norwegian Sami girl here, is not accepting. Maybe there's some kind of an apology here. Yeah, that's a good choice, Jean. That's a good choice. Right now, someone here are stuck between a hard rock. No, between something very hard and a rock. Yeah, whatever. They're stuck. They're stuck. Eight of Swords. They don't know. And that's where you have the Two of Swords. How can I leave this? But there will be a clarity in the end. So you could give it some more time, you will have your clarity. But I agree with you, you are doing the right thing. Don't talk to them. But it also says here, there's not going to be a new beginning, but it also says here that you will gain a higher knowledge soon. Out of the blue, you will understand everything that you need to understand. So we had someone in the beginning here who had all of these reversals. They just need a slap in the back of their head. They're, you know, I'm not going to judge people based on some cards I read, but Big Daddy came, the Big Emperor came and did the slap in the back of the head for me, which is... sometimes needed for all of you. Okay, I hope that helps, Jean. I know I have some orange somewhere. I realized today when I watched despite my effort, I've been exercising for 3 months now, despite that, my waistline is still no. So I have to go like super militant now, except with the orange juice here. Two, 3 days without sugar, and then the craving will disappear. Yummy. Yeah, I'm tempted to pull the fan on, but even if I do that, the sound alone will cover my beautiful voice. So what do you say? You like my 70s style? I'm born in 1975. It's time to celebrate it. Okay, so next question. You're welcome, Jean. Yeah, he could be undergoing a transformation. Thank you, Aaron, and thank you, Aaron. I pretend the bracelet here is from you, and also I'm gonna feed the dog soon. Soon feeding dog time is also going to be from you. So thank you so much. Marlene Cordino, post your question. Marlene Cedino, Marlene, are you a subscriber to the channel? Yeah, you know, guys, what to do with people who, I don't know if he's trying to be funny, but I don't think he understands what's funny. How's things going for my ex? So could you be a little bit more specific, Marlene? I mean, what kind of feelings does he have for you, or do you just want me to do a general read? Soon up in 20 likes. I don't think we can beat that 1100. He chose his ex over me. Why? Okay. So here is his relationship between him and his ex. That gotta hurt, Marlene. That gotta hurt. Get yourself a makeover, a sexy boyfriend, and make him regret his choice, huh? Phew! Alright. That's not a 7-card read, but alright. Curiosity killed the cat. Let's see. So what's up with this guy and his new girlfriend? Let's see. Let's see how he's feeling towards his girlfriend is. I'm just going to check how he's feeling towards her is. Unfortunately, I cannot give you 21 plus 21 cards, which would be necessary in a read like this to understand, because this goes deep. Okay, so this is his first. I don't know if that, yeah, okay. Okay. Right, well, he's in a hermit mode, but did he marry this woman? It seems to me they have marriage on the poster here, or there are hopes. I'm not sure he did choose the right thing, because he's not really ready for a commitment with Ace of Coins in reverse. So he's not really ready for it. It could be that he will commit. something happened here. He died inside. He died inside. And now he's going crazy. At the same time, he's not showing this to his girlfriend. He's like, yeah, everything's good. But he's not ready to commit. He had no intentions of marrying her. Even if he do marry her, she will be around someone who is highly unstable. This guy is now understanding that something here is not quite right with what kind of choices he is making. Okay, so we're going to have a look and compare his feelings. So you're going to have to send me $5. Kidding. Okay, so God, I'm dripping. How many showers do you need a day? Okay, so let's see. With you, he was very unaligned. He did not see things from the correct perception. And he was waiting for something better to come in. But he was never clear about it. It never gave him clarity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When he was with you, his heart was broken from before. He remembered one time when he was in a relationship, but the problem here is that his memory is selective, so he only remembers the good things. He doesn't remember all the arguments, the times that when this ex drove him crazy. Okay, he doesn't know that. And what I see here is that he had no intention to commit to this woman. Sagittarians reverse, death. Sagittarians, when they are unevolved, and Sagittarians, until they get up until around 40, that's when they slowly start to value a life where the chair still stands in the same corner as it did yesterday. Ask my mom about that. She likes to change, right? He shows me that he is in need to think about his done, because there is talk about marriage here, but he's not comfortable with it. Actually, it drives him crazy. And there is something about the World card here. So either this relationship will be very quick and come to an end, or he can become the guru after being in the hermit state for a while and be it all, end it all. So he shows me that when he was with you, first of all, there was a lack of money there. He lost maybe a position at work. He lost basically his, I don't know if he was an executive. I don't know if he was a CEO and he was downgraded to the executive, or, I don't know all the English word for this, but he was in a very low kind of stage, and do you understand what I mean? And he projected that onto you, onto the relationship. And so when he meet his ex, all of a sudden maybe she's been like, oh, do you remember we did this and everything was so much better and blah 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 blah. Because with you, he didn't see things from all directions. He didn't see things. You see here, hangman in reverse. He's supposed to hang like this. He's supposed to be able to see things from all directions, and here he's not capable of going into that mode. And this is being unaligned with the force. This is losing a lot of power and money, and things are very unclear because he you know, he can't see things clear. But if it's something here, the same with you, you both have Knight of Coins in reverse. He had no intention of marrying or committing to any one of you. So the guy is a big bluff, he's a big mess, he have a dream, and he thinks that if I hop over to that dream, I will have my victory. I will, you know, I will have my son. I will have what Ragnar Lothbrok had. I will have that child. I will have that horse. I will have that power. I will be king. He's got all these things in his head. And everything is damaged because someone broke his heart or something broke his heart. And so he was forced to make a choice. But he's not thinking clear. So if I were you, I wouldn't take it very personal why he chose her before you. It's simply this: sometimes we think the grass is greener on the other side. Oh my God, I love this wall. Yeah. So that's the situation. I don't think he had more love for her than he had for you. He's already probably thinking of, what cup can I jump onto next? As you can see here, there is no intention to commit. So the woman he is with now is basically in the same situation that you used to be in. Okay, current feelings for Runa, and then there is a universal guidance there. So I assume the feelings for Runa are Runa's feelings towards you, and afterwards there's going to be a universal guidance for Paris. Okay, so the feelings Runa have for you, right? Not what feelings you have for Runa. I assume you know what feelings you have for Runa. Runa is a Norwegian word. Are you from Scandinavia? Runa. And the name didn't sound very Scandinavian. Rune means this. There. Can't find it. Yeah, here's a rune. Runa. Rune or runa. It's a magical Norwegian or Viking protection symbol. So it is protection in battle, illusion rune of rune. You could sneak around everywhere, nobody will notice you. And a Bluetooth coming from Halvard Blåtann, a king with the Bluetooth, obviously, meaning in reality peace. So this is a rune. And so the name in Norway, Rune for boys and Runa for girls, is very normal. That's why I asked you if you are Scandinavian, because this person have a Scandinavian name. Okay, so current feeling for Runa. That's what we are here for. Yashem. Well, it's strange that Runa is so far east when it's so very, very Norwegian. So many people with that name. It's like Shubham or Mr. Singh. I see this Singh name everywhere. This is normal. Or Shridath, Ranjit. These names. Or Kumar. It's probably the most common last name in the world because of India. Don't call me ma'am, I'm Raven. I'm no ma'am. No. I got a large, fat dick. Yeah, maybe it's not physical. It's a phantom dick, but really, I'm no ma'am. No. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm like a sailor. Okay, so we have death. Runa. Death is in a transformational process. Runa is sneaking around and doing something naughty that she doesn't want you to see. Runa is missing out on an opportunity here. Four of Cups in reverse. She's bored, perhaps, of the relationship that the two of you have. The wheel is turning 180 degrees. Maybe it is not meant to be. This individual, however, do not have many choices, and they're not checking out any other choices. But it is possible that they're coming towards you because they think or feel that you are a sure thing. So they might come towards you to play you a little bit. Temperance in reversed. 6 of coins, equal give and take. Okay, I gotta be some more than that. 9 of Wands. Here we have Baba Yaga hat. They are protective of themselves. 4 of coins. They are letting go of someone or something. Knight of Cups. They do have some romantic ideas about you, or so they will come in fast, and they might tell you something that is very, very romantic. You will fall for it, but you need to know that this is Piscean energy. So when Pisceans are opening their mouth, very often it's just blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Roses are red, violets are blue, I love you. And the next day, they're gone. You never know. But they have elevated you as a star. They actually have put you on a pedestal. So, maybe it's not as bad because I'm giving you some extra cards here. 8 of coins in reverse. However, they're a little bit lazy. They don't want to work on this for some reason, or they find it difficult. However, they have strong emotions here. They show me strong emotions. This is Scorpio energy. Now I'm even more curious. 7 of Wands, they don't want any drama. The Hierophant, they could have some good, this is a complex, this person is very complex, contradictory, yeah, whatever, controversial, and this person is also gay. Just kidding. 2 of Cups shows me that this individual actually are thinking about you too as a possible couple. They like you, and they are procrastinating a little bit because they are afraid maybe that you will reject them. That's why they are not working on it. They have been hurt before, maybe by you or someone else. So they are still in this I feel kind of sorry for myself kind of vibe. And if there is a strong passion in it, there's a lot of water here, there's many fishes here, so there are also Vasilisia. Vasilisia is very tough. She's one of the few who went to the house of Baba Yaga, broke a deal with her, she got her reward, and she came back alive, which is a rare thing to do. Shows bravery. But they have issues when it comes to being alone and focus, you know. So they could be in a state now which is highly, they are a little bit independent. They are not so, patience, that's what my word, but they seem to be very fair. They are not so ready for a commitment yet. But they come from a place where someone hurt them. And now they are coming towards you. It says here they're coming towards you fast. And yet I get this feeling of, let's stop, let's think about this. They're coming towards you fast, and then let's stop again, let's think about this. Then they, you know, but they are showing me strong feelings. Strong feelings, and they also show me that they look up to you, they think of you as the star, and so you might come out as a little bit intimidating to them. So we had someone here who had some random spiritual messages. I can't find the random spiritual messages. I'm so wet that I soon have to stop and get the fan on. Empath at soul, current energy of FN towards me after our conflict yesterday. I blocked him after that conflict. Okay, let's have a look. We like some conflict. Let's have some conflicts, alright? I didn't see the other one. There I see universal reading. Okay. Paris. I'll take you right after this one. I just couldn't find you. I thought you left. I'm sorry. We'll have a quick look at this one. I only do 7 cards. I did 3 rows on this one because I thought it was a little strange. Sometimes we need to dig a little deeper. This place is like you have to shower 3 times a day, and you have to wash your clothes. You can't wear the same clothes 2 days in a row, kind of stuff place. So anyone want to donate like $500 so I can move into a hotel with air condition? Is it easy? Okay. So let's see, what is this conflict all about? How is his feelings towards you? And after that we will do Paris, or Paris, je t'aime, whatever. My French is something good. Okay, so let's see. I can unfortunately only give you 7 cards. Unless the read is Little Baba Yagi. Let's see. 6 of Coins. He feels that there is no equal give and take here. He might feel that he give more than you give to him. It could be in physical terms, and you could say like, yeah, but I am doing all the laundry and I'm doing all this and this. It could be something in that direction. Anyway, he doesn't feel that there is an equal give and take here. He's watching you. He's pissed off, and it's like he got a smack in his face. So he's checking on. He's on your social media right now, checking out what you're up to. If he's a good geek, he's in here in this chat room right now, checking out what you're talking about. But I don't think he's that good of a geek. He's thinking with his head, okay? He's not thinking with his heart. He says, you know, I'm going to take this as a man. I'm not going to be a crybaby about this. It came as a shock. He's shocked, and still he's keeping it cool. And from his side of the perception, he sees this, that it is over in between of you. And he also says that what happened next is, I'm just going to go with the flow. What happened next is up to the divine, if he believes in the divine or whatever. What happened next is next. So what you do not see coming in here is that you might square up and you might be closer than ever when you just give each other a chance to hear each other out. Okay, 10 of Cups. Good one. So it's a good read. It's a good read. He's pissed off. He's hurt. But you need to listen to each other. It's not like, no. Listen to me. It's listen to each other. And you can't ask a second question, because that's not fair to the other people who are standing in the row and listening. Okay, you're getting a free read. That's what I can give you. 7 cards sometimes. Actually, I say 7 cards, but most of you are getting more, because I'm turning the card and I'm reading the cards on the back side as well. So you should be happy for that one. Okay, so Miss Paris. Current energies. Universal energies. Is that so? Universal reading for Paris, please. So you're coming out as a star. You're on your way, all the way up there. You're on the way. You're on the way. You're on your way to a beautiful place. Okay. You're looking up, and you see the stars without realizing that you are actually the star. 6 of Hearts, Leo placement. There could be somehow a Leo coming in for you, a soulmate, someone you haven't talked to for or in a long time. Oh my god, I'm getting sticky here. So that's your second one. Let's see, what else do we have for Pari? I hid away my Lemurian cards. Messenger. So you are a messenger, actually, from Sirius. Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. So your mission here on Earth is to bring harmony and balance. You are possibly a Lyran star seed, and you have also connections to the Sirians. Series A, Series B, it doesn't say anything about that. And when it opening up with the star, I'm pretty sure that you are one of the star seeds on this channel here. Pretty cool. Welcome to the team. So let's try a cosmic count here. Let's see what they have to tell you. I don't have to use those cards a lot, but as long as they're not too naughty, I don't know where the limit with YouTube goes, but they're so cool. So let's see, Cosmic Count. King of Specimen. So this is Scorpio energy. This is in your 4th house. King of Specimens. You can figure out what specimen is King of Cups, really telling you that you come from a place of violence. You probably got beaten up a lot as a child, or people were unfair or strict to you. To beat you up into becoming a diamond, into becoming this. To discover your own beauty, because if you grow up and everyone telling you how beautiful you are, and you always win, what's going to happen that the day you lose, and the day you start, the beauty starts to fade because of different reasons? What are you going to do then if everyone told you that, oh, you're always perfect? So coming from a place of darkness, it's like being born. You come from the void into the light, and the light will then define your shapes. But it's your actions that shows your true light, so to speak. All right. So we're having 4 cards here. Let's see, what else do we have? Yes, you are a starseed, and you have the bear card here. So you could have a bear as either there is a father figure here, someone who is protecting you, okay? Or you could also have bear as a spirit animal, that you have much powerful aura. Then from your reaction here, you sound so surprised that I'm like, didn't you already suspect that you are a little bit different from everyone else? It's time that you know, because the ascension have already begun. A lot of people are already on their way out of here. We are losing people all the time. And some people are getting more and more distant from us because our vibrations are changing. They are going to reset us. Now, I'm not done with you, Starseed. I'm going to give you some cards from other planets as well, and see what other influences you have as a blueprint. This one wants to come out. Kabbalah, Tree of Life. I don't know if you have any Jewish blood, but it says there that you will learn a lot about looking through the Tree of Life. It is everywhere. It is even in Nordic mythology. It's showing up in my cards sometimes as Yggdrasil, and I'm like, Yeah, I know what the tree of life is, but why are you showing up in my read? Does that mean we are going to sit down and study? So all the spheres that you see here are different worlds that are around us. You have the world of Jotunheim, you have the world of Svartalfheim, which is Black Elfheim. Heim meaning home, as in my name, Ravenheim, home of ravens. And you have Vanaheim, which is a different god species. So Odin, he's an Asir, not Asgard, not Asir, Asir. Okay, and Freya, the goddess like Hathor of fertility, she's a Vanaheim. So Midgard is where we live. This is where Tolkien got his inspiration from. So you will notice that Vana in his book turned into Vala. So he was, and there is a ring in the Nordic history as well, and we have the mischief Loki. It would probably be Gollum, Loki getting hold of that ring, turning into Gollum. So it says here that you have a connection to Syrian B, responsibility, lessons, growing up. So you have to learn. You have to learn, and you will have a lot of benefits from being in contact with water as a swimmer, as a party diver, canoe. I am personally a huge fan of diving. I have PADI 1 certificate. It has to be renewed. It's 30-year-old. And you can't have any substances in the system while you do it. It's dangerous for you. And I'm going to give you the last card here. A spirit animal. What kind of spirit animal can we give to Puggy? Oh wow, that is so cool. Isa is also a rune. Okay, so I told you about the rune that we have here, which are magical sigils. Basically, you have the alphabet. It's not really an alphabet, but you can write something with them. But the runes alone are closer to a sigil. Okay. Now, Isa is a rune which is very similar to the chrysalis possession process when the butterfly is about to get out of the cocoon. Okay? That is also the hanged man. What the hanged man symbolizes when Odin hang for 9 days, 9 nights. And the Bible, they've been stealing a lot of stuff and mixing up this story about Jesus, and people are hailing Jesus, and they have not even bothered to translate the original texts, to do some research on what is really Jesus. Jesus is Christ consciousness. So it's basically an enlightenment of who you truly are. And that comes through suffering. Through suffering. If you don't suffer, if you are too much in your comfort zone, you will never know who you are. So does that mean we have to suffer, that like have to starve and be hated? No, hard work can be a form of suffering, and without suffering, hard work, carry wood, chop wood, carry water, run, exercise. And sometimes you have to handle a few comments from people which are not okay. That is the shaman. This death of the shaman. In order to become the shaman, you have to die. Many rituals is that they bury you alive. And they do that also in secret societies. They bury you alive because you have to go through that visualization, or that feeling of dying before you are being reborn and rebaptized, if you are among the Luciferian societies. So I will give you one more last card because I have so many. Gosh, you're lucky. It's your lucky day. Paris. So your last card is so cool. It's so cool. You get the wolf spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Don't live your life like a raven. Little bit, maybe. We like to prank, but in the long run, I like to live my life like a wolf. And then sometimes prank like the raven. The wolves are one of the most magnificent animals we have on earth. They stick to their mate. They don't eat from cadavers. They take care of their old people, and they let their old people go in front so the younglings can be protected in case they are being attacked. And they stay with the mate for life. Live your life like a wolf. Oh! That was a pretty cool read. Thank you for letting me read you. And I wish you the best I wish you the very best in your life. I wish you a good luck. Remember the bat, and since we are on it, why don't you donate $5 to the bat organization? Basically you buy the bat some fruits. They're baby bats, and they're almost exterminated. So check up the bat channel, because when you sacrifice something to these bats that they are taking care of in Australia, you're also saying that, I accept the bat as a spirit animal. And then you can connect the bat, and slowly, I'm one of those who have many spirit animals. I have at least 10, 20 cats around me, because I connected to them and they will always be with me. Some of them I had created from tulpamancy, which is something you need to learn in a very advanced version of the Tibetan Book of the Dead. But you can also learn about tulpamancy in internet light version. I highly recommend you, if you want to work with tulpamancy. It's creating an energy body. They did that when they created Krishnamurti, in fact. The Theosophical Society created an energy body before Krishnamurti was born. And when he was born, they decided they were going to take control over him, but they couldn't, because he had his own mind, and he turned into almost like a superhuman when it comes to how he used his mind. And in a way, he was a tulpa, but he got flesh and bones and all that stuff. It's a pretty cool story. So remind me not to do many spiritual reads, because the cards are like everywhere. I'll just choose one deck of cards. However, I love people. I love it when I get to read for starseeds, because I am here to wake up starseeds. Even though I don't know what I am. I have no clue. I'm a card reader. I'm Raven. But if I can wake up other starseeds to realize how magnificent you truly are, here I am. Okay. So let's see. We're already out of time, but let's see. You're welcome, Parry. Okay, so it's beneficial for you when you tell me what kind of like you have. If you have, there was another day, there was one that had been waiting. She had like number 3, and she's been here for a couple of hours, and I was bad and ignored her. So, God, it's hot in here. So I'll take those who's been waiting a little bit longer, like Nosferatu. Nosferatu. Okay, will you get pregnant? Okay, I'm gonna take that one just out of curiosity because we had so many pregnant reads lately. And also if questions are a little bit different than how your this and this guy is feelings for you, I sometimes also prioritize them because how people are feeling towards you, and you're checking up too much upon that, it's a form of chasing. You're hunting them. It's not really a good thing, but I'll do it still because I know how it feels like. So, will you get pregnant? We are in a time now where there are hybrid children coming in, you see. Children who are not Shivaratri. Shivani. Okay. Will I get pregnant? Oh, you're gonna have so fun when you have to squeeze that pudding out your hoo-ha. Hoo-ha! Such a beautiful experience. Ouch. Okay. So right now, there is a little bit struggle here. Why is there struggle? A lot of struggle. 7 wands. Are you shagging so hard day after day? You know, it does work though. The more you shag in that period of time, the more semens you will take in, and the chances for you to get the semen who is strong enough to penetrate your sun is bigger. Logical. So in the past, I don't know, recent past, the magician is here. Maybe you've gone to some sorcery dudes and said, you know, put this under your pillow. 7 of coins. Queen of Wands here. She's happy. She's sexy. I don't know what that suggestion is, but maybe buying some sexy underwear. If your underwear is like something you got borrowed from your grandmother, we have a problem here still. Temperance in reversed. If you're stressing too much about it, it won't happen. Pink underwear. Now we know what he likes. Doesn't seem like it's going to happen anytime soon, as in now. The Lovers in reverse, your sex life. There is something here about your sex life that needs, you know, maybe you need spank, maybe he needs spank, maybe you need to upgrade your, maybe you need to shave your bikini line, you know, you need to make him horny. It's not a machine, you know. It's not something. Oh, let's decide. We have children. Children is something that is or no underwear at all, but you know, or you know, French opening. So awesome, yeah. But children is not something that oh, now we decide that we want to have children. No, your creator decides when you are ready to have children. So if you're stressing about it, you're creating blockages that will make it more difficult for you to have babies than necessary. However, and you also need to check your blood type. If your res is negative and your husband is res positive and he doesn't have any brother or siblings who are carrier of the res negative blood type, it will also get a little bit extra difficult. For me, who lived in Norway and had a res negative boyfriend, we had the same blood type, A minus, A minus. Got an A minus baby. And my siblings are A minus. We are just a bunch of reptiles, blue bloods. So I know this problem in north of India. I've seen that there are in fact a lot of people there of Aryan descent that comes from the age of Aries, as in the star sign. And these people are blue bloods and they are rhesus negative. They don't have any trace of the monkey gene. You need to check that out. If you have rhesus negative, and it doesn't mean that you cannot get pregnant with your boyfriend, but he doesn't have a trace of rhesus negative in his DNA at all. You have to shag day and night forever for something to happen. 9 of Wands. I'm not sure how to see that. Page of Wands. Nope. 10 of Swords. Nope. 10 of Coins. Possibly. Possibly. It doesn't say you're pregnant. It says there's a lot of money, but it also says that everything you want will happen, but you're going to have to wait next year, 2 years, I give it max 3 years, and you'll get knocked up, is what I feel. King of Swords is not really a pregnancy card, but look at those wings. I'm gonna be a daddy. So I'd say, yeah, you're going to get pregnant. You're just going to have to, do a little bit of magic. And some of that magic could be, I'll show you my underwear. Just wait a second here. Kidding. But, my God, my underwear, that's a sports bra. And most of them stink because I'm exercising every day. And yeah, I can only wash them once a day. I can only wash them once a day. So, and I also noticed that sexy underwear, that's like, you can keep it 1 or 2 months and then it's going down the drain. So if you want to be sexy, if you want to seduce your husband, you need to make sure that you upgrade your underwear wardrobe a lot. Yep. Maybe you can use Madonna and Lady Gaga as some inspiration. Those... Sorry. One thing, I'll tell you a secret. One thing that guys drive men crazy is that if you have nylon stockings that go all the way up, and they go all the way up here, and you have to strap them here, you have that thing go around, and I don't know, red is a very sexual color, so red, maybe you have to look a little slutty. I don't know what taste your boyfriend have. Personally, black. I really never wear stuff like that. But you know, I see all the time here in Thailand transparent silk with some, I don't know, some stuff around here, and you got that thing around your hip where you have to pull up your stockings and your, but you need to make sure that your hair doesn't look like this, and that you smell good, and that you don't, you know, make yourself a Brazilian. I mean, shave your legs, shave your armpits, shave your, you know, and there you go. You're gonna get a baby. Congratulations. You have the entire formula right now. Okay, enough with the baby boom. I'm not doing much more sex. Well, if you're not doing much more sex, well, you have people who just get smacked up on their first date. That happens, and the older you get, the more difficult that part is also going to get. Universe have this tendency to give you some pranks, you know. I had a girl in my family, she was 47 when she got knocked up for the third or fourth time. So the universe to make pranks. When you expect to get pregnant, nothing will happen. When you least expect to get pregnant and you made up your mind, I'm not gonna have any kids, you're pregnant while you say those words. So good luck with that one. So if you want to have sex without, if you want to have children without really having that much sex, you can go to Denmark and they will help you. Okay. Which year you get pregnant? You know, this is a one question only. And also, people, you need to have minimum an IQ of 110 in order to ask questions. I'm just saying that there are a few. Spank her harder. Yeah, that's spank you so much. I shouldn't have got a pregnant up. So can I have a normal question now? I'm starting to regret bringing the entire spanking thing up here. Usually it's fun for a little bit, but I know men, they will have it going for the rest of the night. So if you're going to have it like going for the rest of your night, go out and rent some coochie. So like 30, when will I get married? And I see only 29 legs. Interesting. Like 30, when will you get married? I know that I cannot see all the likes and they show up different on different screens. Sometimes there is a lag. Time questions, not really my thing, because like time is fluid. We are shifting timeline every time we are changing. We are shifting timeline. And so the ones you spoke to 1 hour ago was someone else than the one you speak to right now. She had better hair for once. When will you get married? I mean, when will you get married? You know, that's a very tacky gypsy question, to be honest. It's a tacky gypsy question. Why do you care? Why do people care about when they get married? Why is that so important? Please tell me, why is marriage so important? Are you going to Harry the Million? Do you know what it's like to be married? having to answer for what you did last night or what you can do and cannot do. Ah! Sorry, I have to get out of the system. Sorry. Just be a wolf, right? You can be together for the rest of your life without that stupid paperwork. Okay, I'm turning into Tyler's Tarot. Marriage question. I think some of you pressed my red button there. And I think maybe I'll start a campaign where I'm like a club, non-married people only. You can have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but you're not allowed to be married. We don't take that kind of reptilian energy in here. No, you are forming a corporation. You see that? Let's see. Maybe in 3 months or 3 years, someone might find a very deep interest in you, but then you will catch them doing something that you're not supposed to do. 7 of Swords in reverse. And looks like 9 of Cups. So maybe next year. Maybe in September, maybe. But this person, they don't really want to commit. They're not really ready to commit. So you might get a girlfriend / boyfriend. But it might take a while. I see you finding someone here. And that there's a lot of love. But they might be just as clever and they might have a high IQ like me. So they know that we can be together. But I'm not going to get married because that's a very stupid thing to do. Now, is there anyone who aren't curious when they're going to die, like their funeral or something like that? Do we have any funeral questions here? Just kidding. It's me. It's not you. It's me. I'm getting wet from this room. Yeah. It crossed my mind, this stuff with marriage. How did I make that sound? But I'll have to admit to you, every time I have talked about it, this marriage thing or whatever, I've been a little bit King of Sword, Queen of Sword, as in, yeah, it's good business to get married because then we can work together and share the assets and do this and this together. Because when you get married, you're actually formally a corporation and people are not aware of it. So the name husband comes from the Norwegian word husbond, which is a farmer. And this farmer, he has a bunch of cattle. And as soon as you sign those papers, the female, she will be part of that cattle. And these laws are very much valid today as they used to be before. So people who get married today, they have a blockage. You know, either they married together. You know, my sister, she got married 3 years ago, and I asked myself, why do you get married? You have already 3 kids. The guy got 3 kids, and you're both in your 40s, and you decide to get married. So you can get a lot of stuff, gifts from your family, friends, expensive stuff, including from me. Gold, jewelry, blah, 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 blah. And you're now degraded to a cattle. Now, if I'm gonna get married to someone, it has to be more than just love is in the air. Because that thing with love, the Walt Disney kind of, or Hollywood way of portraying love, or Bollywood way of portraying love, it's one way of mass pollute your mind. Because you think that the moment you find the love of your life, you will be loved. And everything, all the problems in the world will be solved. And this ecstasy is going to last forever. And then boom, reality pops up. You're going to have to deal with reality. Your husband's face snoring in your face, his morning farts, and he can't be bothered to do those small things you asked him about the day before, like putting out the cigarette before he goes to sleep. This is one way, this is a beautiful way of getting rid of people who ask questions there. I have 3 people inside now. It turns out that 90% of the people here are romantics, and they wonder when they're going to get babies and when their boyfriend is coming back, and love. Now, if you really truly want to have someone in your life who loves you, first of all, you need to love yourself. Okay? And when you love yourself, you will attract someone who are on the similar vibration as you are, and you will love each other unconditionally. And then you could talk about marriage just for the fun of it, you know, because you love party, because you're a Leo, or because you're a Libra. And you have to admit, some of the gifts are awesome, right? So I'm not like against it. I'm just saying, get your head out of your ass just a little bit, all right? So, like 31, my question is about my friend. Okay, so I'll stop dissing everyone who wants to get married. Yes, with all those who are married and got 3 kids, and they walk around here and I see them having a good dinner together, and the kids are like screaming and I want to strangle them. No, I didn't say that, but let's see here. Why is this happening? Okay. Okay. What are Maddie's thoughts and feelings towards me? Why do they have to go away so fast? These questions. We're friends and used to talk every day, but he's been acting weird towards me the past few months. It's not romantic, all right? So it's a friendship question, right? Let's see what kind of feelings he have towards you. You like my hair? All I need now are my glasses, and I will look like your naughty school teacher from 1975. Time traveler. I don't even know what time it is. This is bedtime. Oh my god, this room. If you saw my room, you would... Yeah, you already, you know. I don't respect myself. My room. Doesn't matter how big room you give me. You can give me a castle. It will look like a dumpster within a week. Yeah, I need a servant. That's what I like about India. You got servants, and they are almost for free. Mm-hmm. They're not very good though. They don't really. I think Norwegians are better at washing and cleaning than Indians, except 1 point to every Asia who's got the butt flush. I think that's a necessity in the West. Flush your fucking butt, people from the West. Even if you have to go into your shower, pull out your ass and flush your shower head up your ass. Yeah, rub. Is there a name for that thing? Which I can say. Yeah, you know, clean it. Yeah. This is what you need to learn from Indians and Chinese and Asians and Arabs and all that thing. Just wash, flush your ass. Besides that, Norwegians in particular are extremely clean. Yeah, they are. You don't find pink plastic fingernails behind, you know, when you gotta rent out the place. You think that, oh, let's just clean what people can see. And then I lose my Shiva card behind that thing. And then I see it. I see it. Yeah. Someone's old fingernail. Regards to hygiene and those fingernails, what do you think, guys? You gotta scratch your ears. It sounds handy. If you got Coke and you got this long nail, handy. If you're going to clean yourself down there and have those long claws, I don't know. What do you guys think? Plastic nails. Gotta give it a thought. I have some myself. They look like Pokemon. Okay, dude. My beautiful Jean. Are you there, Jean? Jean. Hot sun, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Long nails. I mean, if you can take them off after you've been outside on, you know, just for a night, and you can just take them off the day after, that's fine. I also thought I have long nails just to look pretty dramatic while I do the reads. But they don't really stick that well. And what are you going to do when you're going to go to the toilet? You need someone to help you out. Anyone volunteer? Okay, so Hudson, he feels betrayed. Okay, I'll do you after one, number 14. I'll do my best. Yeah, oh my god, that's like 50. My ex-mother-in-law, I mean the mother of my ex-boyfriend, 50 euro for that long red nails. You look like a fucking prostitute. Yeah, we are trashing the long nail tarot society here. Check out Feline Intuitions. No offense, Feline Intuitions, but your nails. Just kidding. Letter keeper nails. Letter keeper nails. Okay, so your guy, Maddie, he feels betrayed. 10 of Swords. 31 likes! Yay! Pretty good one, huh? And it's not even Saturday! Yeah, so still he feel, but it's possible sometimes that we say things or do things and we are not aware of that we are stepping on the other person's toe. I had an Aquarius woman and I was showing her around. I gave her a job. Yeah, I was the employee. Think about that. So I gave her a job and I showed her around in the room. I showed her blah blah blah. And then afterwards, when we're going to lock the place down, she would say something to me that you said this and this and this, and that was kind of rude and blah 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 blah. But I forgive you. And I was like, I said what? I've just showed you around here and tried to be as polite as possible. I not raised my voice. Apparently I said something which she took it wrong, but she forgives me. I have no clue to this very day. I thought I'll never ask. But she's one of those types, you have to go on eggshells around her. A very angry Aquarian. So she would take things wrong very fast, so eggshells. And I realized, certain people you just need to keep your distance, which is pretty much 90% of the population. There was a betrayal here and he lost someone, or there was a loss, say. Okay. Maybe he has secret feelings for you, and then you are talking about someone else, and he does, this is just my theory, because I'm not psychic, right? So what I'm saying here, maybe he has secret feelings for you, which in 90% of the cases, when you have a friend, which is a boy, and they are not gay, and are hanging around you, according to the men themselves, they have interest in you which goes beyond just friendship. Well, I had to turn 40 to learn that, so I have been disappointing a few. Bringing them with me home, you want to check out my drawings, no, can I check out your drawings? And I would be like, yeah, you're sure it's not my stamp collection you want to check out? And he would be like, oh, do you have a stamp collection? 17-year-old, and that dude didn't get the joke. Yeah, so many misunderstandings. So soulmate, it's like he's turning his back on this. Oh, so he's a little bit in denial. I sense this Padawan is in some kind of denial. Yeah. Tim Duffy. Hello, welcome back, Stark. Yeah. He might be in denial. He's naked. Kidding. But he kind of sees you as the optimal. He wants to confront you and just say things as they are, because maybe he's tired of walking around Grøten. Well, he wants your attention. But the thing is that if he feels that you are going to chop him off like that, like boom, no way, are you crazy? He's gonna lose face, and we're all afraid of losing face. You know, it's not cool to lose face. Is it cool to lose face? It's an Asian saying. It's not cool to lose face. So until unless he's sure that you have shown, given him an opening that there are some feelings in return there, just the way you touch him. But he also shows you that I'm good on my own, and you show him that I'm good on my own. And if you don't like him that way, you need to be very clear about it and perhaps have a chat with him. Someone's manifesting someone here. This is the fairy godmother. The Lovers in reverse shows to me that there is this hopelessness to the situation. I wish. This is his wish. I wish, dear fairy godmother, that I was the one that she would have. Is wishing upon a star, you know that feeling? I wish you could see me for who I am. I wish you could see him. And so he's detaching from you. He's angry because he do have feelings for you. He do have feelings for you. How strong they are, I'm uncertain of it. But they are there. He wishes that, oh, Pisces. He wants to, come on your door. That's he's got secret feelings for you, and I'm not surprised. Because when we are together, we say we have a boyfriend, but you have a friend who is a boy. And he's mad because you don't see him the way he wants to be seen. I had it like that with many men in my life. I had many friends in my life. And in the end of the day, I realized I had to end up in my 40s to realize that, because all of them have told me that there is no such thing as a friendship between a male and a girl unless he's gay. They've all said it to me. Took me a while to understand it, unless they're a colleague at work. 5 of Wands, there is an inner conflict here, there's a passion here. He's trying to distract himself with just, you turn him on. You see what this is? He's pretty madly in love with you. He's pretty madly in love with you. And he can't talk about it because he's afraid of losing you. He's afraid of your reaction. He's afraid of being mocked. He's afraid of losing face. He's afraid of being... So the betrayal is not necessarily a betrayal. 10 of Swords is almost, I'm done. And I just have to let her go. That's the loss within death here. So there is someone in the between of you because you have maybe an interest in someone else. But to him, you are the sun. You make him happy. You make him very happy. And that drives him mad. The wolf is about to run off. But so he's struggling here with the 8 of Cups in in cutting the connection. And since there will be no new beginning here, it's so to be with the mermaid here, that he's got some Piscean energy here. He's about to swim away to another part of the world and to meet Tweeter and the Monkey Man, who was low on cash. Or they were low on hash, and so they had to make some money on cash. No, get some cash. How's that song, Tim? Tweeter and the Monkey Man was... Who gives a shit? It's a cool song. So, yeah. This is the world. It's an ending. And so he's actually trying to end the relationship between the two of you. Maybe he won't succeed because his feelings for you are romantic and strong. It's not just based on sexuality. He's in love with you. He's deeply in love with you. And he don't want to hear about you talking about other men, other relationship, and how sex was with that guy and this guy and this guy. I know Americans are a little bit different when it comes to sex in comparison to the people of the East. So I'm just going to say it as it is. You know, Americans, Norwegians too. I'm an exception. I'm like restraining from... I just like to have a dirty mouth, that's all. So sorry, I'm just gonna have a snap here of this one. This was a interesting and sad read at the same time. Thank you very much. Yeah. So think about it. I've even heard, I had boyfriends. I hadn't had many partners in my life. My main partner, we were together for 15 years. So you can figure out I haven't had a lot. And I never cheated on that guy. He was the guy and that's it. But when I've been in love with another boy or I was with a guy for 4 years, and I don't want to hear, boys, we don't want to hear details about what you used to do with your other girlfriend or other women. How you used to go down on them, or how you had so much fun in the woods. Nor do we want to listen to you talking with them while we are in bed on how much they are obsessing with you. We are not interested in that. We don't want to hear about how amazing the sex was with you and your ex when you went into the woods. And when you start doing that, maybe some girls can handle it. I'm a Scorpio, I'm not interested. Now you're with me, or you are in your past. Okay? And also that modern thing about sticking things up the bum hole. I'm going to be straight with you there. If I'm having another boyfriend in this life despite my age, and he's interested in putting stuff up that place, then he's also telling me that, you're not a Viking, you're not that well equipped. Sorry, but not to brag, but I do a lot of exercises which should make me more than tight enough. Okay? So now you know. I'm tight enough. And if I'm not tight enough for you, that means you're a very small man with a very small little thing. You're not a Viking, so to speak. So I noticed that this is a modern thing. I read, now this is, very sexual talk. And I'm a Scorpio, so we can do that, okay? Be intimate. Or a Libra, whatever, right? So I noticed that Girls magazine, when I was a teenager, we would write about first kiss, we would read about the first kiss and so forth and so forth, and love stories. Today, the magazines are almost encouraging young girls, my daughter age, to try orgies, anal swags. I'm not saying that you can't do it. I'm just saying that when you do that to a girl, it's actually can damage, because you think that this is the girl part inside and that's the other part inside. Okay? So when the male are coming up from behind, when it's a girl, you can actually create damages on her girly parts on the other side. I know about some incidents where women just out of this blue getting bleeding before their time and a lot of pain. And that place is made for things to come out. It's a septic area. So what I'm saying is that what people choose to do, if they want to put that place in danger for their girlfriend, because the girlfriend might be one of those who, I want to do everything to please you because you are my boyfriend. Exactly, you can rip it. So, like me, I'm a people pleaser. I could be, but if I experience that that's what the boy is into, I will 7 of Swords get away from that man. Because then you're telling me that clearly you might as well get yourself a boyfriend. If you think that is more delightful, and I'm just saying, I've done squats my entire life. And I thought that if I had a baby, I was afraid to become, like an elephant's ass down there. No, opposite. Let's just say they stitched me back together, and those squats I do. I might as well be 15 years old. Same size, same stuff, same history. If I am with a regular sized man, he's not going to be disappointed. And so if he starts to, and I'm just saying that to you women also, if your man starts to push on you, because this is not something we openly, it's uncomfortable to talk about it, but I'm going to be a little bit like sassy Scorpion here. I'm going to pull it a little further and say that if a man makes you uncomfortable and he's like, you feel you're not pleasing him enough because he wants it up that behind, then clearly he's not equipped like a Viking or like a Celt. Right? So it's just something I say to you girls. You don't have to yeah, exactly. Stick something up their bum and see how they feel about it. And those toys that, a bucket of plastic toys, if you are in truly love with a guy and you make love, you won't need a plastic bilbo. You won't need any balls to shove up. This is so stuck up in the root chakra when it comes to Tantra and all these things, it's pure, dark, sexual energy and have nothing to do with love at all. So call me old-fashioned. That's why I'm also, I'm restricted when it comes to modern men today and who I invite into my space. Because if I'm in the risk of getting something shoved up that place, or if I have to, say, oh, here's a box with a lot of toys, let's have fun with that, or a swing, then you're telling me that the love we have and what we share together is not really that interesting anymore. Maybe it's time to move on. And that's why I say my relationship advice to you guys is that if you are with a man, make sure that you have space. Make sure that you have time to miss each other. So that when you meet each other again, you will be all up in each other and you won't need that extra plastic things. And if he's well equipped, he will be very happy with what you are born with as a female. You don't, unless it turns you on to have stuff up like that, I'm not going to say anything. But I'm also saying that it can also be damaging, and not to mention the bacteria and these things, and then you shift over to another place. It's not, think about it. Would you have it in your mouth afterwards? Just think a little bit about it. How sexuality have turned into these days. Sex is something you have with someone you are in love with. You love each other. You are in love with each other. And if it's just pure lust, then go and rent a fucking hooker. You find them everywhere in the Nana district, and they don't mind fucking you. Yeah, so for me, you could pretty much say I'm a feminist when it comes to pornography, because as a child I would find my father's pornography collection, and as children we would watch that stuff, and I have to admit it messed our mind up pretty much. And it turns into, like, when I was sleeping in Pattaya and I heard two people shagging the hell out of each other. That child woke up, that 10-year-old child that saw those movies, she raged and like, shut the fuck up or get a room, get the fuck out of this place. I was exploding of anger. Just to listen to those, I could hear every sound of those small little things. So I make joke about it. Why I make joke about it? Maybe it is a defense mechanism to create a distance. But when I go back in time now and see how many times I am a people pleaser, I've been grabbed by the tuk-tuk driver, I've been grabbed by a random Moroccan guy who, I've been grabbed and locked inside in India. He locked the door on me and started massaging my breast and blindfolding me. Was already, I was held captive 3 weeks. I was not allowed to go where I wanted and treated like a dog and told to stay in the bedroom until I say so. And the owner of the house coming and kissing me on my stomach, and people keep on grabbing me. Then my ex would tell me, yeah, sounds like a typical thing of you to do. So I'm supposed to feel bad about it also. That men invite themselves into grabbing my boobs, grabbing my ass. Oh, I never stay there. This place is fine. This last incident with tuk-tuk driver, it happened in Bangkok. And I still have thought, should I send the police a picture of him and just tell them that first he drove me away and then start grabbing me and then start to point on my coochie, and you get this freeze paralysis. You don't know what to say, what to do, and because they are nice, so you get gaslighted also. They are nice. Oh, tickly tickly, boop boop boop, and you get like so confused because they are touching that little child in you, right? So I think, maybe it's time for me to come out and have an open conversation about it. And when I talk to you guys about it, because you ask me a lot, how is his feelings towards you? And then we are also entering pregnancy, sex life, and these things. And I think that to be more open about these things and say that it's not cool that one ex are coming to you and saying that, yeah, that's a typical thing for you. You're inviting men to grab your boobs. No, I'm not doing that. It's the 10-year-old child that freeze and like, what do I do now? What do I do now? What do I do now? Even though I carry a knife, I could stab him, but you don't want to go to jail for someone grabbing your boobs. So the magnitude of how many who think it is okay to just use me as something you blow up and throw away when you're done with it. It's done something to me. It's done something to me, for sure. And it's also made me a lot more cynical towards men in general and skeptical towards men. And it's not fair to those who are actually kind and have a nice agenda. But when I realized the magnitude of how massive sexuality is steering the life of a man, how massive that is, and I basically, it's like I don't have any feelings down there. It's cold. My feelings are here. I'm thinking about UFOs. I want to ascend. I want to paint picture. I put that energy into paintings and everything else, and I don't understand why these satanic circles would go into orgies and just bang each other in all direction and rip each other apart. It's like the root chakra is completely out of control in this world. And someone has to say something. And when I was taken away the second time, I was fully on Rufus. Fully on Rufus, that's the story. It's taken away the second time by the same guy. I handled it differently. But that's when this family would treat me as like, because I was in love with the guy who abused me. Like I told you before, the Stockholm Syndrome or trauma bonding is very real. It was not just love, it was an obsession that I needed his approval. He took the place, that guy that left me before I went up to the black belt in Taekwondo. He just left, and he was the one who saved me from really nasty people. So I said to myself, yeah, but I deserve this. I need to be in a military compound. I thought I deserved that, to be treated like that, to be told him just 4 or 5 days ago. Where he told me what a fucking disgusting hoe I am, and he would give me this puke sign. He's watching as we speak now. Some of these people, you never get rid of them unless you get them to jail. Women abuse men too. That's correct. So I'm not a victim or anything like that. I'm just saying this is what I had to go through, and it made me stronger. But still, like yesterday, one old guy would take me out, and I would get those, you put those feet in a pool, and the fish would come and eat from your feet. It took me out for that, but I was like he have really dark energies. He looks like a principal from a school. He had dark energies. So I said to myself, that's it. Don't get close to that man. You know. So we don't hear so much about men being abused because you're strong, you're bulky, you can just smack your wife out of the window. But I too have been abusive towards my ex. So in a way, maybe I thought deep down there when these things happen in India, yeah, I was an abusive person. Maybe I deserve being treated like this. Right? Yeah, that's true, Aaron. That's so true. Yeah. So we live in a tough world, and if you have a look at Hollywood, how they behave, how they sexualize young girls, and like Madonna, she's more of a porn star to me than she's an actual singer because her voice is medium. Not to brag, but I can sing like that if I want to. And if it's not that perfect, we have technology that can fix like that. I'm a better dancer. So we know that they are where they are because they don't only sell their soul, they sell their bodies, they sell their life. Basically, they are prostitutes to that intuition called Hollywood. Someone the reason someone are very, 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 very famous is one, they work extremely hard. Two, they have to sell their soul. There are exceptions, yes. If you're in Norway, you're safe-ish. But don't sign that contract that says, yeah, you'll get 10% of everything. No. So be happy. I have this little channel where I can talk to you and I can give you these free reads and I can tell you my story of, I have a foul, dirty mouth. I like dick jokes, but at the same time, I'm very virtuous, if I choose one man, I stick to that man. And I will tell you that, like, if you and I have a thing going on, even if we haven't seen each other in 6 months, 1 year, you will know when you are no longer mine. When I no longer are, when you are no longer exclusive to me or the other way around, you will know, right? So I'd say episodes like this, Sex in the City, the American stuff, it destroyed femininity. Women who act like that, to me, why don't you just get paid? They did get paid to do roles, but why don't you just get paid? have a new guy every fucking week and think that, oh, because men do it. Yeah, the thing is that when men do it, they are also hoe. If I find out that a man had like 315 partners, I tell him, then you're a fucking whore and I'm not interested. Probably full of chlamydia and all sorts of disgusting things. You're cheap to me. I just reverse the table. No interest. And I'm not lowering my standard just because I get older. I will have to choose an older partner. Yeah, sure, if I were to go that path. Now I choose art. I choose travel. I choose to, do what I can to be with my kid. If I meet someone on the way and we are meant to be, then we'll figure that out, God will make it happen. Yeah, so true. So true. We are all survivors of many hardships in life. Yeah, that's true. So that's also what I'm pretty clear on when I tell my story, that I'm not a victim. I'm not more of a victim than anyone else are in this world. But I did watch documentary where they told what happens to children who are exposed to pornography early age. And we are not well in the head. We're not well in the head. It's we have deep inside of us, there's this hate towards sexuality in a manner. That that doesn't mean we can't do it, but it means, like I told you that story when I heard those people, they pulled me back in time, and I was back in that cheap pornography movie where this woman would have sex with two guys at once. And I remember, I didn't understand, you know. And she would have sex with her little sister that was 16-year old. So if it was just an acting, or if that little sister was actually 16-year old, it still to this very day disgusts me. Disgusted by it. And disgusted by having, I'm not telling you which of the males in my family who were interested, but to them it was innocent. In the 70s and the 80s, pornography was seen as something innocent and something okay, and today it's getting worse and worse and worse. And for me, I think it is time that some of us are speaking out and say, it's not okay. God did not create your anal to put stuff up inside of it. He created it so you could take a shit. You could frame in a brownie, That's why we have it. And so if you want to play with it, go home and put stuff inside of it, like Hudson says, So, yeah. Now you know where I stand about it. And it also scares me that it has turned into the norm. It's no longer abnormal that the man is using that place for fun. And the fact that the women also are in on it and they enjoy it, I'm thinking I would feel like I have to take a shit if someone did that to me, In what way can that be interesting? And I'm thinking, you might as well be gay. They don't have another hole to choose between, so, and they don't have the ovaries either, and they seem to be fine, those couples who do that, but, I'm a woman, I'm created differently, and I wanted to be treated like a woman. I don't want to be treated like a cheap hoe. I'm not sending you any signals that tells you that you can treat me like a cheap hoe. I'm telling you a dirty joke is not the same thing as me offering myself to you. It's not the same thing. Just like a man, I should also be allowed to tell a dirty joke without being a prostitute. Not the same thing. I think it was actually quite wonderful to have this conversation with you guys. And I'm not seeking your support or poor girl or whatever in this. I'm just sharing with you my perception, and I love to hear your perceptions too. And since we are a small group here, we have all the Indian how does he feel about me kind of people seem to have gone to bed. So having this tea chat over my tarot card here and hear your experiences too. It's a little bit annoying because the chat will disappear, so I always have to push the button to see it. Yeah, and I have a 16-year-old daughter, so I am terrified. I'm terrified to. So yeah, I unfortunately I don't know what you think about it, but even if I write her an anonymous letter, that stuff like that is not okay. It's not okay, and yeah, and many in my school, they would be like, when I was 15, I was in ninth grade, they would look at me and wonder, why do you still have your virginity? What kind of a question is that? You're 15. Why do you still have your virginity? Who the fuck are you? Right? What kind of mentality is that? Pixie, how many guardian angels you have? It's actually numerous, okay? But I can give you some messages from them, just to step away a little bit from the anal subjects. Pornography. Yeah. So whatever. I don't know if YouTube think we are stepping over the line here, but I think that YouTube should actually give us the thumbs up here, that we are actually talking about keeping the virtue for as long as possible. I'm not saying you need to be a virgin to get married or something like that. I'm talking about being a virtuous person. There is nothing wrong with that. You can be a little bit sassy and virtuous at the same time. So I think when it comes to YouTube, they should be proud of us for having that conversation, because there is so much filth out there that why would we do we need more of it, you know? So yeah, I'm not a fan of covering up an ancient statue like Ishtar from the Babylonian time. She's nude, it's an ancient relief, or you have fine art made by Manet and Monet where they fine art. This is not pornography. This is like anatomy that people are forced to see in the ninth grade, where we are learned to how babies are being born. So covering up nipples on a mountain top that's photoshopped look like Mother Gaia, and her body is covered in moss, and still I have to put two lightning green bullets to cover up her nipples and make the picture, it go from being very innocent and beautiful to something perverted. Actually, it had the opposite effect. So yeah, what is just having a healthy sex life is just what I'm about. Healthy sex life. And a healthy sex life is not when you have sexual addiction, or you need lots of toys, or you need to change the women in your life. Then it's not healthy. Please find another drug. You know. So let's check what kind of guardian angels, kind of messages they have for you. I joke with that a lot, but I'm in Amsterdam, what can I say? So, your guardian angels, I thought that deck of cards would be right here. Let's see. Just 1 second. Ow! Yeah, this will be the last one. My back is no longer my back. Ah, I look like a boy today. I look like a boy. Okay, so the first guardian angel you have is someone very young. They have a lot of fire. It could be someone from a previous life, a brother, a sister. They're coming up as the main guardian. You also have two totem animals here. They're coming up as 5 of Wands, so they are there to protect you from conflicts that are happening in the astral. You also have a being of Christ. Christ is not one person, it's people who have achieved a specific type of consciousness. It very often symbolized with blue. So blue people, they have Christ consciousness. So you have here the Hanged Man, which is someone around you that they had to suffer a lot in their life. Maybe it is another version of you. Some of our guardian angels can be future versions of you. So it's funny because we have 33 here now, which was the age when Jesus died. So I'm not into the whole Jesus thing. Everything that is made by the Vatican, I'm highly not a huge fan. The Vatican is not who you think they are. They worship, hold on. The Vatican worship Lucifer. They worship the planet Saturn. They are ancient magicians going all the way back to Babylonian times, and they've rewritten the text again and again and again. They also ripped out the text of the Book of Enoch. And I believe also there is the Gospel of Thomas there that they ripped out. They also ripped out stuff about reincarnation. So the Vatican, if you're a Catholic, get out of that stuff. They do horrific things to children. And the thing is, it's not one or two priests who are being naughty. It's a part of their construct to produce adrenochrome, to drink what comes out of their vein, so they can keep their shape. Yes, they are shapeshifters. So here are your so Christ consciousness have nothing to do with Jesus. It is a consciousness. It is symbolized very often by the throat chakra because it's blue. It goes from the heart chakra and up. Why is it blue? Really no clue. But we see the blue people often like Krishna. So Krish actually means dark, so dark black that it have this shine to blue with it, okay? And the Christ consciousness is about having compassion, is loving someone without expecting anything in return. You love them no matter what they do. Like you love your own child, you love a little puppy, you love a little cat. No matter how bad they are, you still love them. So you have someone like that around you. I also have this totem. So you have a jaguar totem. Again, page of wands coming up on top there. In the middle, you have the high priestess. So you could have had a very strong position in another life as a high priestess, and whoever took over, when you chose to walk path as a regular human in a world like this where everything seemed to be very boring. To you it wasn't boring when you chose to take another life, but there is another one that is a colleague of yours, or sometimes, like I said, our future selves can also come back to give us advice, because there is no such thing as time. So there are multidimensional versions of you. Now you also have what are the name of those ravens who are black and white? In Norway we call them skjæra. I don't know if you are capable of saying skjære. Skjæra. So they are Corvidians, but they are smart as ravens. So they are basically ravens, but they are back. I read this book, Initiation, Human and Solar by Alice Bale. It sounds familiar, Aaron. I read also a book, I think, was it from Egypt? Where she goes back in time and remember her life as an Egyptian queen or something like that. Okay, so anyway, ravens are known to be naughty, or they are called corvid birds with an R. So they're Corvidians, okay? And Corvidians are pretty clever. They're pretty smart. So you have a Corvidian totem. In Norway, I only know the Norwegian name for the black and white one. We call them skjæra. SKG, which is a vowel that does not exist anywhere else than in Norway, and RE. So is a mixture of A and E. Skjære. Skjære. And another one is that you have like an Arya Stark beside you, a young woman with a sword. So she's making sure that if any archons are getting close to you, she's gonna smash them down. She's keeping an eye on you constantly. They are always around you, and there are more. There are more. Okay. Someone wants to tell you, and that comes from me also. They have some words for you. One is diamond, one is snake, one is star, one is fire, one is rose, one is moon, and one is rainbow. So if there anything like you heard a song lately, Over the Rainbow, or I beg your pardon, I never promised you a rose garden, or there's a rose, la 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 la. There are some messages there that when you hear those songs, there's also a song by Handsome Family. In the destination, her in shadow rose, hidden in the shadows of the poison creosote. She twines her spines up slowly towards the boiling sun, and when I touched her skin, my fingers run with blood. So if you've seen Private Detective, Handsome Family, that song is so cool. You know, he touched this snake in the hushing dusk under a swollen silver moon. I came walking with the wind to watch the cactus bloom. So that was the cat, mountain cat, coming from above to check out the cactus blooming, and there this guy was dying, you know? And she sees him and she's like, oh, yummy. A strange hunger haunted me and looming shadows danced. I fell into a thorny bush and felt a trembling hand. So she ate him. And so together they flew over the sand. They both died together. They became as one. So I think it's beautiful because you have the cat here and you have the snake, right? So, and the stars will be our eyes and the wind will be our hand. You should listen to that song. It's, I don't know, Tim Duffy, you could probably categorize it as something southern rock, like it's one of my favorite songs. It's beautiful. And I don't know many songs when it comes to lyric, but that song and the snake and the bobcat are, you know, thank you. By Alice Bailey. Alice Bailey! Oh my God, you're reading Alice Bailey. Oh, that's something else, dude. Full respect, Alice Bailey, she is one of the greatest theosophists that ever lived, and she's written books that are pretty. I have only one book by her, but she used to channel a guy, we called him the Tibetan, she called him the Tibetan. And the things that she would write, theosophists, they take it as serious as the day is blue. So that stuff, you know, Alice Bailey, when you understand Rudolf Steiner, Alice Bailey, Madame Blavatsky, and you read, when you are to the level of Alice Bailey, you really have reached a level of initiation, which is, you know, you just get it. And then you have people like Manly P. Hall, which is he was a 33-degree Mason, but it goes, we have stuff that goes further back than his stuff. You know, there is stuff today we know about Manly P. Hall. Manly P. Hall and Madame Blavatsky, they both traveled to India to find the real stuff there, because that's where the Aryan was, the people of the age of Aries, and they were from Mesopotamia, Iran, Iraq. They were blue-eyed, blonde hair, and they were the early children of the Anunnaki, basically. And that's why also the technology they came with is that advanced. And they settled in Indus Valley, and they came with some pretty heavy stuff. We also have the Naga people, which I really don't get the link between the Anunnaki and the Naga people, but we know Patanjali came out with this yoga, Patanjali yoga, that you know, when you realize that, oh, it's written by an extraterrestrial snake guy, I want to read it. I want to read it. Okay, so I'm going to finish you off, beautiful girl. I don't know your name. With your guardian angels, we've been here so long that we are no longer talking about tarot anymore. We're talking about everything. We're having tea talk. So I'm sorry, we just having a chill here. And I'm out of tea. Oh my god, I have water, but no tea or no Coke. Oh my god, I have no Coke. It's better that way. Okay, it's better that way. So let's check out some extra messages. So the message from the Page of Wands, like this little person around you that's full of fire. You have some young people around you. He's talking about the moon. There's something about the moon, healing, a connection that you have to the moon. Okay, so I think you are one of those, you follow the moon. Which star sign is the moon in now? Is the moon waning or is it waxing? Do your rituals, put your seed in the soil depending on the moon, is what they're saying. When it comes to the Hanged Man, we have 9 of Swords. There is a part of you who suffers, and the Hanged Man here, the Christ consciousness entity, knows that they suffer with you, and they are taking off some of the pain. The magic, guys, look at this. Did I tell you that she's got a spotted cat as an animal? So, she's got a spotted cat as an animal. And it's showing up as her magic animal. Look at this. These are 2 different decks. Is that called synchronicity, or is that called synchronicity? That's pretty cool, huh? I say that's awesome. So this woman, I don't know if she's listening anymore. Synchronicity. That's synchronicity. Proof. That's proof. So her cat, same as mine, but clearly she has more cats than I have of those body ones, those jaguar and whatever they are. You are, yeah. You saw the cats. I'm just saying, hail to you, oh high priestess. You're an old magician. You're an old magician. Whoever you are, or whoever people think you are, you're pretty awesome. Your soul is great. You have powers. So all you need to do is to wake up and realize you have them, because you've been programmed into thinking you don't have any. You're just a prankster, you know. 7 of Swords in return. Throw them in return to whoever throw them at you. You're awesome. You've got powers, man. So 8 of Coins, shows me that you have a talent. Maybe that talent is sword fighting, pranking, talking. I think you have a talent when it comes to communication. And I also think you have a talent when it comes to pranking and when it comes to giving messages. I think you also have a talent when it comes to sneaking and being a sneak, a little bit of a sneaky peeky kind of person. Seven of Swords. You also have the High Priestess, which is symbolized with the owl. Okay. Bohemian Groove Call. It's just that the Bohemian Groove Owl is a tower owl, and this is not a tower owl. This is more like a Harry Potter owl. But notice that the High Priestess here, she's got a skeleton on her chest, symbolizes that she can control life and death. She's in full control of it. Her head is illuminated, her third eye is open, and she controls also her Kundalini, as you can see with the snake around her. So there's a lot of snake themes. So this is wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom. So owl. So you have the cats, the spotty cats, the gepard, leopard. I only know I have a leopard from the totems. You have 3 leopards. If you're gonna count them, at least that's your power animal. You go buy a painting with a leopard, okay? Power animal. You also have the owl. It sees things in the dark, which regular people doesn't, and it can do exorcist kind of thing, like what would you guys say if I just twist my hand 360 degrees and watch it? You're no. Vikula. You also have the Page of Swords. Is someone like, it could be a baby sister from another life, or there is someone who's been with you over many lives. She always stand on guard to protect you towards archons. If you have sleep paralysis and things like this, she's there to scare them away. So, but we are being adopted, especially those of us who are rhesus negative. We are being adopted. I can't remember ever being flown up in an UFO, and I asked, please beam me the fuck up there, but no. But I have been in sleep paralysis one time, and there were 2 shadowy creatures in the room, and I screamed, "Wah!" And that's why it's nice to have someone around you who's got a sword. And that's why I always sleep. You see, I have a raven around the neck. I have a sigil around the neck, protection sigil. I don't wear the magical stuff for fun because it looks cool, but I wear the pentagram. It's warding off evil, and the shield itself is shielding you. Also, this is the power of Cernos, the horned god, which is actually like a backwards thing because it's used a lot by the Illuminati people who are going wild in the woods. They worship the horned god. But this horned god is the protector of the animal, and is synonymous with Shiva Pashupati, which is also the protector of animals. They are basically the same. So the Page of Swords shows you the deer. So you also have the deer, which shows to me that if you wanted, you could be a ballerina, or there's some very elegant and innocent to you. People can misunderstand you. They can come towards you and like poke you, and then you growl. Yeah. You also have in the bottom here, you have the star. So there is someone around you who protects you, who have a very powerful energy. They are of Aquarian energy, okay? I don't know if it's a grandmother, grandfather, who they are, but I also get this angelic present energy. And they, specific, this person from the star, it's the star seed probably, they love you very much. 10 of Cups here. So that's their message from them. They also tells you it's time now to transform. And I'm going to give you one message that goes, it's a message from all of them. Which basically is star ancestors. So you are a star seed, my darling. You're a star seed. Most people who come to this channel are star seed, and now I'm cutting off all those horny Indians who wants to get married. Those people who are usually staying a little bit afterwards to have a cup of tea are star seeds, because star seed attracts star seed. All right. So most of you, resonates with you, are star seed. Again, not the horny Indians who wants to get married. They might be, but okay. So you have star ancestry, and they're connected to the pyramids. You might have been there when the pyramids were built, when the Atlanteans were built. I would recommend you to watch a movie called the Anunnaki, the movie 1 and 2. You find it on Astral TV, I believe it's called. And the message here from them is hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. That's it. Wasn't that bad? Wasn't like being at the dentist, was it? The tooth is gone and you feel fine. Okay, guys, I'm gonna weep because I don't have any Coke. I need to get used to not drinking Coke, even though it's sugar free. I need to get used to not drinking cold drinks. I need to drink water and be happy with just drinking water. Tell myself a lot that water is very good. And spending less money on beauty drinks, 20 baht, beauty drinks. I don't feel they make me more beautiful, so why pay for it? So yeah, guys, that was it for today. I hope you had fun. I had fun. I don't mind having the coffee and tea chat outside of the card readings when all the crazy who have left the room. Not all of them are that crazy. Some of them are pretty cute, so that plain up pretty crazy. So by Hot Sun, by Stark, by Tim, by Redbeard, if you're still here, and Leopard Girl. I hope this was any interest and help for you. And I wish you all a beautiful night. For those of you who are still here, haven't given me a thumbs up, remember, it's a cheap read. It's a cheap read because I love you. Okay, so catch you guys on the flip side. We're up in 2 hours and 25 minutes. Let me get that sleep. Okay, have a good night. I love you all so much, my beautiful star family. Thank you. Shubhratri.